You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports 2. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share this out. Guys, let's talk about Tom Brady. We got a couple of things. We've even got a little bit on his dating situation, but we got some mainly on the field and slightly off the field. And retirement is technically speaking off the field. Now, the Daily Mail, of all places, exclusively broke a big story later on yesterday evening about the fact that NFL teams have, the general managers, the execs, have been talked to around the league, and evidently they are completely out on Colin Kaepernick. No surprise there. But they're out on Tom Brady coming back and entertaining the idea of bringing the GOAT back, even if there is an injury. And that's how this story came about, was they wanted to find out, look, Joe Burrow had an injury that caught a lot of fire the other day. Bengals fans almost passed out. I don't blame you. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And he hurt his calf. Well, he should be back, it looks like, for the start of the season. But it raised a question. Would you reach out to Tom Brady? Because, he played for a long time. He just retired, and there's been a lot of fire around the idea that he may unretire. And I've got a little something on that, too, because Antoine Winfield Jr. came out the other day and said that he was sure that the Bucs and Tom Brady were still talking. Jason Licht, the general manager of the Bucs, came out and confirmed that they're still talking. Now, a lot of people believe Brady's season wasn't so great last year. I thought it was a pretty good year, but I thought it was a pretty good year in that sort of 12th quarterback in the league kind of way. Still pretty good, though, right? On a team that was not nearly as good as the Bucs the year before, especially on the offensive line. And the running game was down. Look, that Buccaneers team misses Bruce Arians, I think, a lot more than Tom Brady even anticipated. And Tom Brady was dealing with, of course, a lot of off-the-field issues involving Giselle and a divorce. I've said I thought he might come back just to play and not have the divorce thing to deal with all season long behind the scenes. Tom Brady will not be considered by any NFL teams for a comeback this season. Neither will Colin Kaepernick. By the way, we covered the Kaepernick part of this over on Black and White Sports yesterday afternoon. There is absolutely no chance of Tom Brady or even Colin Kaepernick making an extraordinary NFL return, no matter how many injuries strike teams before the new season. It comes as Cincinnati Bengals QB Joe Burrow hurt his calf in practice on Thursday and faces weeks out with a calf strain. Look, there's some conspiracy theories out there around his calf strain and the fact that he's now the next man officially up for the next big contract now that Justin Herbert has been done. Rumors have been especially swirled around Brady making a second comeback to the NFL, like last year when he retired before performing a U-turn and playing one more season with the Tampa Bay Bucs. Let's skip the cap thing. But a source close to the NFL told TheDailyMail.com, even with the recent injury to Joe Burrow and the likelihood of other NFL QBs getting injured this season, there is no scenario where even if and when talked about that Colin Kaepernick and Tom Brady would come back and fill those voids and sign with an NFL team this season. Tom is retired for good. He's done. It does go on to drown Kaepernick about no matter how many workouts you have, it's not happening. Every team has its backups and is clearly not hoping for injury, but when and if it occurs, there will be no attempt to ask either player to join their team. It just is not going to happen. GMs will look elsewhere. The 45-year-old Brady, meanwhile, is set to be honored by the New England Patriots in their first game of the upcoming season at Gillette Stadium. The Patriots open at home with the Eagles on September 10th. I can't wait. Quote, I invited him back to be with us at the opening game to let the fans in New England thank him, Patriots owner Robert Kraft told the NFL Network. It will be the beginning of many celebrations to honor Tom Brady. So that leads us over to Pewter Plank, which has a story on here about the fact that, yes, Tom Brady and the GM of the Bucs are still, they're still in communication with each other. Needless to say, when the Bucs head honchos made themselves available to the media at training camp, the topic of being in contact with Brady naturally came up and was addressed by Jason Licht. Licht was pretty straightforward and confirmed that Brady and the Bucs have been in contact since the quarterback announced his retirement back in February. Quote, I know he still keeps in touch with a lot of players, Licht said to the media. I kept in touch with him too. I still do. It's the plainness of the quote that highlights how ridiculous the Brady rumors have always were. Licht didn't even bat an eye, acknowledging that the two have talked over the offseason because he knows that's in no way sort of a hint of a possible return. It also doesn't shoot it down, Jason. Sorry. That doesn't shoot it down. Brady is retired. He's a part owner of a franchise, and he's not coming back. It's the part owner of a franchise that I believe now rules out Brady, okay? I said I thought it was a possibility, but the NFL did pass kind of under the radar the other day. There was a story that came out. They passed a rule that now if you are part owner, part employee, if you're an employee, whatever, you cannot play on the field. Okay, that sort of was an under-the-radar story from the other day. So, if he really is officially an owner with the Raiders, if you got any equity in the team, whatever, you can't play. Okay, that was under the radar the other day. I saw Florio put that story out, and I found that to be interesting. So, frankly put, now, is it unusual for retired quarterbacks to get fire around their names? No. I mean, people were calling Brett Favre and Kurt Warner 3 years off after they retired. Troy Aikman, 3-4 years after he retired. Teams were calling, trying to get them to play. So that's now, they were all much younger, but look, as good as those guys were, Tom Brady is the GOAT. So is it out of the thought process that some team could go, Tom Brady, and look, do I believe he will still get calls? Yeah. Do I think he would have came back with this Bucs team? Nah, I think he probably would stay retired if that's his only option. The Raiders did seem like more of a fit. So now that brings us over to his new girlfriend, who seems to be keeping a low profile. Irina Shayk, who is formerly Bradley Cooper's girlfriend, is keeping a low profile. Yeah, this is all we're going to touch on this, but she stepped out. These photos, the Russian model, these were obtained exclusively by Page 6, could be seen getting in a black SUV Friday in New York City. It was hotter than Hades there, mid-90s, but it looks like, I can't tell if that's a trench coat, but she's got a black cap on, it looks like a trench coat to me, a duffel bag, and this is what you would describe as incognito. There's no other way. Everything is black. Everything is black. An eyewitness told Page 6 last Friday the retired NFL star picked up Shayk from the Hotel Bel Air and then drove to his L.A. home. Yeah, so this was the previous weekend, not yesterday, but there they are, pictures of them together. Oh, there they are. We don't know what this is. We don't know if this is like a casual thing. We don't know if, there's been some real fire that this is Tom Brady's new lady, and that there's rumors that Giselle is pissed over it. And she tried to sort of shoot that down. Who did not shoot this down was Bradley Cooper. He's reportedly mad as hell somewhere right now because this is his baby's mama, and evidently they've been on again, off again for years and years, and Tom Brady just said, nah, I'm the GOAT. Y'all are off for good. And I find that hilarious. So I'm pretty sure Bradley Cooper will do okay. He'll be fine on the dating market. No problems. If I was to put a percentage on Brady actually coming back, look, guys, I was 50-50 till about maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and then I just kind of went to about a 19% kind of thing. It's dropping lower and lower as we go on and on. Once we're through this season, it's zero. It's over. It's a wrap. But I do think we got to get through the season for it to be a zero, okay? Because, if we look up and the Niners, let's say Brock Purdy doesn't recover right. Let's say Sam Darnold gets hurt. I don't know. All of a sudden, are we going to – hell, knowing Kyle Shanahan, he's going to be like, we'll just rock with Trey Lance. Or he'll call Matt Ryan and get him off the street. That I could see that happening too. He knows the offense. He could just walk because he had self-admitted if they made the Super Bowl, Phillip Rivers was in play. Kyle Shanahan admitted that. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, it looked like they were going to literally say, okay, come on, Phillip Rivers, you're up. You're playing quarterback for the Niners in the Super Bowl. What? Crazy. Absolutely nuts. But look, Kyle, that's the thing with Shanahan. He thinks he can win with anybody. I don't know that that's necessarily a great thing all the time. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.